Man, welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. Back at it again, talking some fake ass football. Got a couple good ones for your ass tonight. Craft Man of the building. What's going on, Craft Man?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to enjoy the weekend. It's still hot as crap here, but some of the preseason games come on today. Genty ran over somebody and got hurt at the same time. So I know that hurts Brad down there. But Brad, what you got going on? We all got cool names, and you're just Brad.
I ran out of letters. It's a new computer. It doesn't have too many numbers, letters on it. So
all your keys are gone.
All my keys are gone. Jacked up.
I
didn't even know Genty got hurt.
I did not either. I did not. I saw that he scored a touchdown, had like 33 yards, but I didn't know anything about him getting hurt. But
we
got a couple good ones. Who did?
H-Chan. They said he's going to be out a few days to a few weeks. Tell me what that means. Man. I wish I could call work and be like that. Hey, boss, I'm going to be out a few days to a few weeks.
I do that.
Well, hey, we got a couple good ones tonight. Me and Crabman, we've been dropping our divisional breakdowns. We got one more to go, but we got Big Brad on the pod with us tonight. So we're doing some of our better topics tonight, and we're gonna talk about the guys we like the most, the guys we're planting our flags on, are my guys for redraft, half PPR, no tight end premium, one quarterback. Just your basic redraft leagues. But before we do, we always say this before every episode: don't be a hoe and share the motherfucking show, because we don't ask for much around here, and we ain't asking for your money. But what we do ask is just share the show. I mean, we don't even beg for 5-star reviews or nothing like that anymore. Just tell your buddy. I know people like to gamble. I know people like to play fantasy football. So share the motherfucking show. Am I missing anything, Crowd Man?
Nah, and hit that like button if you can. It gets it spread out to more people. Or like Matt said, just tell everybody you know about it. Come listen to us if you want to hear some kind of wild fantasy football takes and get away from the mainstream media every now and again.
Right. So tonight, these are guys in redraft we don't really want to leave our drafts without. And some of them might be value. Some of them might be we just really like these guys for this year. You'll probably get a little bit of an explanation from us. But, we really just going to dive right on in. Crap, man, could I describe it a little better? Is there anything I needed to say? These are just these guys that we really want in our drafts. Maybe we'd reach for them. Maybe we like the value, but these are the guys we really want.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to draft these guys 1 round, 2 rounds ahead and go ahead and make sure that they end up on my team. I think this is kind of where, we're at with this. Like last year, I know that we mentioned guys like Lab McConkey, Rashee Rice, who ended up getting hurt. Terry McLaurin was in this episode last year. So I feel like they were all really good picks in your redraft, other than Rice getting hurt, but it looked like he was off to a hot start. So if you miss all the episodes, you might want to catch this one.
Oh yeah. All right, look, we're gonna go right in, and I'm gonna go first, because I'm gonna start off with my guy. This is my first one of the day, and I really, really wanted to talk about one guy who I've been talking about all year, but then when I got down to it and I was doing my research and I was thinking, this is really who my guy is right here, and that's Drake London. Drake London. The guy I really want to talk about was Penix, because I'm a big Penix believer for the Falcons, and Craftman can attest to this. I was a big Penix guy before he went to the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? That big Penix energy. And I was liking this dude before. I think I had him ranked number 2 when it came down to it. I had him ranked ahead of Jaden Daniels. which now looks crazy, but it don't look it to me. It doesn't feel crazy that he might be ahead of Caleb Williams. So that's really where it starts. That's where my argument starts with Drake London. This dude, Drake London, his ADP is at 18. He's the wide receiver 10, and we got a new starting quarterback coming in. So my main arguments for Drake London is no target competition, none. His second wide receiver is Darnell Mooney, and we don't know what the hell's going on with him. They were acting like he was just going to be hurt just a little bit, and this dude is looking like he's going to be out for extended period of time. His tight end, Kyle Pitts, ain't shown us nothing. He has not shown us nothing except with Matt Ryan, his rookie year or whatever. Last year, I was just being honest. I was saying this dude is either hurt or this dude is not interested in playing football because he was sorry as fuck. So Drake London, these were the let's say Michael Penix he started 3 games at the end of the year. Kirk Cousins ran it for most of the year, got a little hurt, and then Penix came in towards the end. These were his targets, 8, 13, and 18. And I'm just saying next year is going to be just explosive. And what I'm saying is Michael Penix will sling it, and I don't think it matters if Drake London's open or not. And that fits Drake London's game perfect. I've always said Drake London was like the Mike Evans type. He's going to contested balls type deal. And Michael Penix is going to throw it. So, and the thing is I like about Penix is that dude is accurate. I told Crabman the first time I watched him throw a football, I said it was an honor to watch that man sling the rock. Seriously, because that dude can spin it. And I think this could just bodes well with Drake London. Last year, Drake London in half PPR was the wide receiver 5, and that was with 2 different quarterbacks. And, the Falcons were doing what the Falcons do, and that's suck ass all the time. So these are the guys right here that I would take Drake London over. I think he'll have a better season than A.J. Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., Malik Neighbors, and now with Matthew Stafford and all that shenanigans going on with his back, I believe he'll be better than Puka Nacua. And I think there will be an outside chance. I'm not saying this will happen, but there's an outside chance that he could finish wide receiver number 1 overall with no target competition. The Falcons offense, in theory, could be better, more scoring opportunities, more touchdowns. There's going to be more touchdown opportunities for Drake London. I'm all in, bro. All in.
Well, Brad, go ahead and tear it apart or agree with them. Whichever one you want to do.
That sounded at the end like some Dirty Birds bullshit. No, I'm just kidding, man. But I just don't see him being wide receiver 1 in any setting. I mean, I see what you're saying though. Like the potential for him could be there. I never thought of him being that, being that upper echelon receiver. But I'm not the guy to talk about receivers because I wouldn't draft him because he's up there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I draft my RBs up here usually, and then by the time I get down there, them guys are gone anyway.
Yeah, I kind of
what you
agree
got to
with.
say, Crabman?
I agree with a lot of things you said. He's going later than he finished last year. Wide receiver, you said 5. So, and the games with Penix, and half PPR, and the games with Penix were incredible. But they also, were playing shitty teams. I think they played the Panthers twice or something like that. I know that last game was against the Panthers,
but the Giants, Giants have a solid defense.
You're right. Giants do have a solid defense, but he was in my DFS lineup in week 17 last year, so I appreciated everything he did for me in that last week, scoring 40 points. But I'm with you. I'm with you that I definitely don't think it's a bad pick right there in the second round. I mean, Brian Thomas Jr. or Drake London, they both seem real similar to me.
Yeah,
young, talented, both had great seasons last year. BTJ got Travis Hunter coming along. Drake London has nobody. He's actually losing a receiver in Mooney if he doesn't, isn't out there in week 1.
Right.
So
yeah.
I think it's a good selection. I ain't gonna hate on this one too much.
Only thing I worry about with that though is like where your cornerbacks go from your other team if they're not covering. You know what I'm saying? If they're not covering anybody like worth the crap, they're gonna double them all the time.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah. That's the only thing I'm worried about with with him. With losing Mooney, I think Mooney helps him a little bit.
You might be right there. I mean, Kyle Pitts gonna have to step up.
Kyle Pitts.
It's Kyle Pitts time.
Hey,
Gonna have
Look
to step
at his
up.
eyes
You
got
ain't
this
lying.
big. His Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I mean,
He's the one who hurt Mooney.
the only thing I'll say to, and then we'll move on to Craftman's first guy. Is the only thing I'll say is, I feel like Drake London's game is contested balls, and I feel like Michael Penix is willing to throw it to him. And to me, for fantasy football, that'll work. And honestly, like Brad says a lot of things that I don't totally disagree with, because Craftman knows when it comes to Falcons fans, I hate on them the most. I think we're the dumbest fan base in the NFL, and it probably ain't even close. Craftman, let's see what you got for us, bro.
All right. What do we got? So my first guy that I'm not going to leave the draft without, he's a little bit later. It's going to be a quarterback, but he's down there with like the Jordan Loves. You can get him a little later. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot my shot on J.J. McCarthy for the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of people want to say it's his rookie year, which I think it's definitely not. It is very beneficial to learn the terminology in an offense, get to sit back and watch a veteran play, if you want to call Sam Darnold that. But the main thing with J.J. McCarthy is he is playing with Kevin O'Connell in the best quarterback system in the NFL. You can put pretty much anybody there. I mean, even Nick Mullins, filling in for 3 weeks, scored 23 points, 26 points, and 29 points in the 3 weeks he played. Kirk Cousins, quarterback 6 for a full year, and he was the quarterback 6 before he got hurt with his Achilles injury. And this offense was very pass-heavy until last year. They were top 3 in pass percentage until last year when they were 17th. But I would be late. I would drop down my pass play percentage if I had Sam Darnold at quarterback too. So there's just nothing bad I could say about them. Their offensive line is great. They drafted a first-round offensive lineman in the draft. They picked up 2 top-tier free agents on offensive line. They're ranked number 6 in offensive line. So I just feel like when you put J.J. McCarthy into this system, throwing to Jefferson, Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, there's no other team in fantasy other than the Detroit.
And Aaron Jones?
And you got a good running game. I mean, everything is set for this team. I mean, they beefed up everything they got. They got some of the best receivers and tight ends in the game. And other than the Detroit Lions, Detroit, you got Goff at quarterback. You got a top 12 receiver in Amon-Ra. You got a top 24 receiver in Jameson. You got a top 12 tight end in Laporta. You could say the same about the Vikings. They got Jefferson up top. They got Addison. If he wasn't suspended, he'd be in the top 36, top 24. You got Hawkinson at like top 5 tight end. Them guys aren't going to pay off in their ADP if J.J. McCarthy doesn't pay off on his. So I would take him over guys like Jordan Love. I would take him over Caleb Williams. I would take him over Justin Fields, who was all going ahead of him. I would reach a little bit higher to get him. And the thing is going as a QB 19, you can get him as your second quarterback. You could get
you can get him way late.
So Vikings quarterback, if Nick Mullins can do it, Joshua Dobbs can do it.
Yeah.
And they got rid of Darnold pretty quick. So this is the quarterback that I want this year. What you got to say, Brad?
I agree with everything you said. No, I just think that McCarthy is going to be, just because of the system he's in, he's going to thrive in it. I mean, like you said, anybody can do it. It seems like what the Minnesota Vikings are good at doing is making these quarterbacks look good and sending them to Atlanta and screwing them up and taking them down and messing with their cap.
Yeah.
But I do agree.
Do y'all think Kirk Cousins was a product of the system, or do you think that Kirk Cousins was
I think he's a product of the system. I mean, after this, it's like he's got to go. If he goes somewhere else and he redeems himself, then he wasn't. I think that's where he's at in his career. Like, we all know who can do that. Joe Flacco can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit torn on that one because I'm kind of been a Kirk Cousins guy, and I feel like he started off hot with the Falcons. I just think it kind of wore off. Like maybe his Achilles got to him, some type of deal like that. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I disagree with it either, though.
Yeah.
But as far as JJ McCarthy goes, listen, man, when we was doing our little rookie stuff, me and Craftman, I really wasn't the highest on a JJ McCarthy, but ever since he's come to Minnesota and done preseason, and I've seen the little inter squad battles and stuff like that, he's really done nothing but shown out, and did nothing but I hear a lot of good words from like the local, like when I'm on Twitter and whatnot, the local beat writers, they got some good things to say about JJ McCarthy. I know ESPN and all them, like they're a fucking joke. Like guys like Colin Cowherd on FS1, like joke. Like they just pick guys to hate on and stuff like that. And we haven't even seen this guy play one game yet. And I've seen some hate from like the national guys, but like the local guys, like they've had some good things to say. I love me some Madison, Justin Jefferson. I don't even have to say nothing about him. So like, I mean, I'm with you, Kraft, man. I mean, all in. Definitely good for your super flex leagues.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And you can't forget he went the 11th pick in the 2024 draft. So the draft capital is definitely there. And it was beneficial for him to sit last year. I'm 100. Yeah. I believe 100% in sitting for a year.
It works
I'm
all
with
the
you,
time,
man. I believe in that. Yep, I believe in it. Mahomes. Yeah. I mean, you could go on and on. I'm with you. I'm all about it. Like when you're at quarterback, it's like mastering the position. You know what I'm saying? Like. Learning is one thing, and then getting a bunch of repetitions is another thing. Like, I'm all for it. Like, I talk about it all the time. All right, Brad. What we gonna do with you, man? With your first?
I'm gonna go with on the opposite side of the place. We're going with Matthew Golden.
There he is. There's his name. Double T's.
Double T's.
What'd you say? Golden?
The golden one, the golden child. So where he's going at, I think it's disrespectful, really, because you see all these other rookies going like a lot further ahead of him, and he's like way down there. I think he's just an obvious kid. I mean, I'd get him two rounds ahead. I think he's like the best option for them to have. It's like Reed, and then you see him play. He looks good playing. He's got fresh routes. I just think he's in a good situation, and he's good. He's a good receiver.
Yeah, could be the number one target on the team. I mean,
and where are you getting him at? You're getting him like way down.
Wide receiver 45.
Right.
He's kind of disrespected. So is this your favorite rookie? If you had them all even ADP and you could all get them at the same spot. Ted McMillan, Matthew Golden, Jaden Higgins, Agbuka, Travis Hunter. Who do you prefer out of that group of wide receivers? Is he at the top?
He's at the top. Matthew Golden, yeah. I'm biased now, I am biased. I'm a Packers fan. I'm not wearing the shirt, but
Don't you think Green Bay, they were top 3 in rushing offense last year? Like you think that kind of flips back to the side where they're
a little
bit pass heavy.
I think it's going to be a little more pass heavy. They're going to have to keep these. I mean, defenses beef up their defensive lines all the time for good running backs. It's like I don't know, and I didn't get that detailed in it to see if that's what the Lions and the Bears did, but I mean, I think it's good. I think it's a good fit.
I do too. Matt hates Matthew Golden.
Hates him.
Listen, this is what I'll say, because when it comes to fantasy football, you have to be open to all shebang. So my real opinion of Matthew Golden is the Packers have a lot of Matthew Goldens. Like I feel like Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks. I feel like they're all the same, man. They don't really have a true alpha guy. But this is where I'm gonna say I'm with Brad on this one. Matthew Golden is a first round draft pick from the Green Bay Packers. And the truth is Christian Watson was too. And every time Christian Watson's been on the field.
His second round.
Well, true. That's true. Early second, that's true. But they definitely wanted Christian Watson to be their guy. And he just kept getting hurt. So I feel like Matthew Golden, I mean, it really feels like that's what they want this to be. So, like, where is he going ADP?
I feel like, man, I feel like, he's but I'm just saying, like, I feel like with him, like, they wouldn't draft. I mean, they never draft receivers first. You know, it's like, so they've got a big investment in him. So I think that they're going to give him a lot of opportunity. And, you know, and with that opportunity is going to come points. So
would you be surprised at all? Would you be surprised at all if the very first series of the very first game, they come out with Dobbs, Wicks, and Reed as their first three receivers on the field?
No.
Or is Golden just right away?
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Maybe started weaning them in a little bit, you know, the first game. And then, but like, I think by the third or fourth game, you'll see it, you know, if he's worth it or not.
It might be a little slow burn to start the year.
Yeah.
You just don't expect it like right away is what you're saying.
Right. Exactly. I mean, you know how it is with rookie receivers. Like, they get the routes wrong. They run stuff. I mean, they do stuff different, and they're not on the same page a lot of the time, and they won't let them. And the Packers, especially with that scheme they always run, you know what I'm saying? They always have, like, you know, those 4 or 5 receivers when they're good. You know, like back in the day, you know, when you have Jordy and
Greg Jennings
and
Driver.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, Brad.
But you got to believe.
Got to believe. Good vibes, man. You got to manifest it. All right.
You got to manifest it.
So far, we got Drake London. We got JJ McCarthy. We got Matthew Golden. And I'm going to give you my second guy right here. Because y'all know one thing. If you happen to listen to this podcast for a little while, really for a long while, me and Craftman say, fuck these tight ends. And when we talk about tight ends, we forget to talk about them all the time and all that stuff. And there's only like a couple of them that I like that are even any good. But I'm going to talk about a tight end right here. And I'm going to talk about Trey McBride. And when I talk about redraft, I do want to say this. In my leagues, running backs are going – I play with guys like Brad over here. Running backs are flying off the board. So, like, Trey McBride is going in the third round as of right now when I see it. And I would take Chase Brown and Kyron Williams over Trey McBride. But this is me thinking they're going to be gone. They ain't going to be there at that time. So, and I'm high on Trey McBride anyways, but when it comes to redraft, I've been saying this. I've said it a couple times. It's Trey McBride, it's George Kittle, or I'm streaming tight end. Those are the tight ends that I really want in redraft this year. Trey McBride's right now on this piece of paper, and I know it's probably changed because I've seen it change just within the amount of hours. He's going as 25, and he's going as the tight end 2 behind Brock Bowers. And Brock Bowers is going super high, and I never condone taking tight ends that high. And really, I don't even want to – I mean, McBride is high for me too, but let me just tell you this. These were the targets that Trey McBride got last year from Kyler Murray in a struggling offense that Kyler Murray was still top 10, but it wasn't like they were just firing on all cylinders. We're talking about targets like this: 9, 6, 6, 9, 8, 7, 11, and then listen to this stretch: 15, 12, 14, 10, 16, and 11. He had 3 games where it was 5 targets or less. Mm-hmm. And really nothing's changed except more reps, more time. I think Marvin Harrison getting better will help this situation out. I think Marvin Harrison takes it serious. You know what I'm saying? He's not just one of those guys who's just, you know, I'm the best, I'm going out there. Like, nah, this dude is out there serious about his craft and stuff. Kyler Murray, I've been seeing some good things. I know he likes to get hated on. I know a lot of people like to hate on him. That's really the reason why I like Kyler Murray, because a lot of people like to hate on him. And in real football, I really wouldn't even want Kyler Murray like that in real football. So, but fake football, second year under their head coach, I forget his name, it slips my mind right now. I mean, those targets are
Jonathan
ridiculous.
Gannon.
And here's my main point. Yeah, thank you, crap man. This is my main point of why I like Trey McBride. This dude had 3 touchdowns last year with all those targets, and one of them was a fumble recovery in the end zone. So, and I think another one was a rushing touchdown, like something crazy like that. This dude is bound to score more touchdowns. Yeah, this dude's definitely going to score more touchdowns this year. And if he's going to see a target share like this, at least even somewhere similar, because like I would be happy with less than this. You know what I'm saying? Like these numbers are fucking ridiculous. I think this offense is going to be better, and this is one tight end that I'm going to condone drafting in the 3rd round. He's not even the highest tight end going off the board. So I just really like Trey McBride for fantasy football next year with the targets, Kyler Murray, the offense getting a little bit better. Let's see. Let me just make sure I got everything I wanted to say. Yeah, said everything I want to say. So this is how I feel about Trey McBride. But like I said, I would still take Chase Brown and Kyron Williams, who when I look at ADP, they're in round 3. I'm just saying in my leagues, they're not going to be there. So I will take Trey McBride over guys like this.
I mean, it's a pretty good avenue to go because in the 3rd round that I've seen this year, the 3rd round I feel like is the weakest round in fantasy this year. There's like 2 or 3 players that I like. You know, you got Garrett Wilson going in there. You got JSN. You got Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, players like that. And, I mean, with Trey McBride, 1,146 yards last year, 111 receptions. I mean, you mentioned his receptions, but there's not – you get a tight end getting almost 1,200 yards, he's going to end up being – I mean, Kelsey was going at this point many years, and Kelsey was going in the 1st round.
Right.
Kelsey was scoring more touchdowns than Trey McBride, but Trey McBride just had one of them years where they just weren't coming. So if he scores 6 or 7 more touchdowns, he outscores Brock Bowers last year, and he's going a full round later than Brock Bowers. So really just betting on him getting in the end zone a little bit more. Brad, what do you got anything to – I know you had McBride last year.
I had him. He just couldn't score a touchdown. That was the only thing, you know. It's like, and I got him in the 5th, so that was, I thought, a good pick. You know, like, I mean, 3rd's still okay, but I mean 5th is better. Yeah, you know.
But yeah, it would be great, but things change, and we're not gonna. George Kittle isn't one of these guys we're talking about today. But George Kittle, man, in the 4th, that's a smash pick.
Right.
Too.
Right. But McBride is solid, though. He's solid. I mean, the good thing about drafting one early, you don't have to go down that gauntlet later on and start picking out who might be okay to throw in there every week, you know.
And there's such a tier break after Bowers, McBride, and Kittle. You're talking about Laporta and Hawkinson and then going down from there. So if you want a good tight end, you're going to have to get them at that point.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Crabman, give me your 2nd guy.
It's time. I've been talking about him pretty much since February or March when we were doing our rookie breakdowns, and I said this is, especially when he went to the Patriots, everything was good. Travion Henderson. Me and Brad's been talking about this guy on the phone, you know, back and forth for weeks, and he just can't get on board. He's what'd you say? Who were we going to forget about?
Forget about Dre. He said Dre. I said Ramondre.
Yeah, I had done forgot about Ramondre. I forgot about him completely. He's not even on my list. He's down there with Charbonnet and players like that. But the things I got to say about Henderson, okay, averaged 7.1 yards per carry last year. He had 2 years in college where he averaged more yards per carry than anybody else in the Big Ten. 0 fumbles in his whole entire college career. Ramondre had 7 fumbles just last year. he's the best pass protector in the league. So you're gonna come as the rookies coming in, and he's definitely gonna be playing on third downs. But one thing I love about Henderson, he's coming in. Josh McDaniels got shipped off from the Raiders because he's not a good head coach, but he's back with the Patriots with Mike Vrabel, who likes to run the football, and Josh McDaniels throws to his running backs. So right here, stat bitch coming. Y'all ready? Stat bitch is coming. With Josh McDaniels at OC for the Patriots, he from 2017 to 2021, throwing to the running backs, he ranked 6th, 1st, 4th, and 1st in running back target share. And last year, he was middle of the pack in throwing to the running backs, and they were throwing to Alexander Madison and Amir Abdullah with the Raiders. So you remember James White back with the Patriots? James White.
Yep.
James White finished as the RB8 one year.
Yeah.
And it was all based on targets. James White didn't even have 100 carries for the team. He had like 97 carries in total. Finished as an RB8 that year. And last year, running backs with over 50 receptions included Achane, Kamara, Bijan, Brees Hall, Chase Brown, Gibbs, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, and Rashad White. All of them guys finished ahead of where Javonte is getting drafted this year, except for Javonte Williams. If you get 50 receptions, you will finish over where Trayvon's getting drafted. And this isn't even mentioned the rushing upside he's got. Ramondre, he's going to lose his job completely. That's the way I look at it. So this is the best pick in the draft, period. I will draft. He's going in the 6th or 7th. I'm drafting him in the 4th. I don't care. He's going to be on my team, and there's nobody can stop me, damn it.
Well, Austin, you talked me into it, and I'm drafting him in the 3rd.
You don't draft rookies. You don't like rookie running backs.
I know you, but you've talked me into it. I've heard people talking about the next coming of Jahmyr Gibbs. If I can get him like in the 3rd, well, he's going way late. I probably couldn't pull the trigger that early, so you probably are going to get him. But I guess it depends on how them running backs go. Because you have talked me into him. I think he has a lot of potential,
right?
To be really good on the Patriots.
Explosive.
Yeah,
he is so explosive, and he didn't really get overworked in college. You had Judkins there in Ohio State taking a lot of work, so it's not like he's just wore the hell out from all the carries in college. He's coming in fresh. Yeah, and the coach he's already said Vrabel said good things about him. He said he doesn't make the same mistake twice. They see him as a 3-down running back, so Ramondre will still get work. I'm not throwing Ramondre in the dirt, but I think it's going to be more of a
he's going to get more of the split.
Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery type situation with a worse team.
Gotcha.
But me and Matt looked at the Patriots line that Vegas had. They're 9.5 wins. That's up there with like the Vikings and some of the good teams in NFL. Schedule's easy.
Yeah.
So
the defense is good.
It's actually 8.5, Kraft, man. And I know when me and you saw that, I was thinking that might be one I might place a little money on. Look, man, when we was in the middle of the offseason, I was just wondering. I didn't really know what to think about Travion. If anything, I might have been closer to Brad's side. I was like, I don't really know what to think about Travion Henderson, to be honest with you. But man, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna be honest. This dude's about to pop off. I seen a big dynasty name, whatever they call them people on Twitter, but he's got a big podcast and stuff like that. And he was, not to say this is true or whatever, but he was starting to pose the question with all the hype going on. Can you trade Travion Henderson for like Jahmyr Gibbs prices in dynasty right now? I mean, this dude is just going off. This dude is even in preseason and the limited amount of work that he's getting. He's definitely showing you what it's about to be like. And Drake May, I've been believing in Drake May for a little while. Man, I'm just going to be honest. And some of the things that they're saying about Travion Henderson, like he's catching passes downfield and stuff like that. It's like, man, this dude is about to
they don't have
he's about to go off.
They also don't. I mean, it's like the Kamara situation last year. Brad had Kamara last year.
Yeah.
Kamara plays on a terrible team.
Right.
Kamara was still like the RB. He was in the top 5 before he got
Before
hurt.
he got hurt, yeah.
So, I'm all about Travion. Just don't ADP, slow down. Let him keep going at like RB23 where he's at right now because he ain't going to finish nowhere close to that. He's going to be higher than that.
You should take him in the 5th, Austin.
I'm going to take him in the 4th.
You should take him in the 5th.
Yeah. He'll be up there, man. I don't even know where he'll go in the leagues that we're in. The average.
Because then he'll come back to me.
Hey, Brad, all I know is I saw Zamir White go in the 4th last year. This dude, Travion Henderson, might go in the 2nd this year. So,
that's cousin Ian's mess up.
Was that Ian who did that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Zamir White.
All right, Brad, go ahead and give us another one, big dog.
Oh, well, you had the rich man's tight end. I got the poor man's tight end. He needs no introduction, but I'll give it to him. His name's Dalton Kincaid. He's got so much potential, just dripping with potential. Where he's going at. All the way at the bottom, you can just pick him as your last pick. Come up with something good.
It's tight end 13 right now.
Yes.
Tight end 13 going behind guys like Kelsey, Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
a lot of those are warranted. Like some of those I think are better than Kincaid, but I mean, I just think his potential for where he's going at is going to boost him on up.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to say something about Kincaid, Craftman, if you don't mind. I'm on last year, Craftman knows. Honestly, I think it was this episode last year. I might have even said Dalton Kincaid. I was beating the drum. And I agree. And maybe I was just a year too early. So I'm with you, Brad. I'm gonna follow you. And I think I said in a couple episodes ago, I'm gonna stick with it, Dalton Kincaid, because I believe that the Buffalo Bills are trying to somewhat replicate what the Chiefs have been doing, and really what other teams like. I talk about it all the time. Like Tom Brady, like this dude had no notable wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? But he had Gronk, and he was swinging it out. And then Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I know he had Tyreek Hill for that little while, but Tyreek Hill's been gone for a good little minute, and he's been throwing to a little hodgepodge of wide receivers, but he's had Travis Kelce. I just think Josh Allen, this is what Buffalo's trying to do. Like, I think they tried it last year, and it just didn't click. Sometimes shit don't work out. Kincaid was a little bit banged up last year. Crapman said tight end 13. Like, man, if I had to bet, man, this dude definitely outplays his ADP. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm with Kincaid having a breakout year. I was kind of saying the same thing last year. So I've got to back off this year for being wrong, and I was bad wrong. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember what his numbers were, but
they weren't great.
Nothing of note.
No, they weren't great.
And his competition, I mean, we got Keon Coleman out there, and we got Khalil Shakir, who's okay.
They're banged up. They're both just okay.
Yeah, they're fine players.
Right.
And I would say maybe Coleman has a little more upside than somebody like Shakir. He seems a little bit limited, but
they just paid Shakir.
Kincaid. Yeah, true. But so I'm with it. Like I'm all in on Kincaid. Like if I don't get McBride or Kittle, Kincaid is somebody that I would like to snag a little bit later on in these drafts. So I'm with
press
you.
Your luck
Big
and
Brad.
just kind of press your luck, get a little bit further down the draft and say, maybe I'll take a chance on two of these guys, back to back or something like that.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with tight ends, where it's just if you can't get the top guys, I want the guys with the highest potential to finish up at the top, because when you get to tight end 7, 6, or whatever, all the way down to tight end 12, the difference just isn't that much.
I don't think so.
The point differential is just minuscule at best. So like Kincaid, number one, could be the biggest target on the offense on one of the best offenses in the league with a quarterback who likes to sling it downfield and just keeps getting better and better every single year. So I'm down. I'm down with Kincaid.
Down with Kincaid
with the sickness. He was sick last year too.
He was sick with the sickness.
Yeah, he was really sick last year. Disgusting. I traded his ass in Dynasty. I was tired of him. You were supposed to be better than this, Kincaid.
Yes.
Right.
You got drafted in the first round.
Yes, I agree.
To the Bills.
I do not believe that he's going to be like Buddy on the Falcons.
Yeah. No way. I hope not. God damn.
I'm not saying who it is at all. I'm just saying.
If it is another down year, can we? I'm just saying, if it is another down year for Kincaid, can we throw him in that bucket with Kyle Pitts and just hate on him just as much?
Yep. I
Man,
think this
maybe,
is the year
but
he's got to kind of make it or break it.
I'm telling you, man. As a Falcons fan, I've seen a lot of Kyle Pitts. I'm telling you, man, that motherfucker's trash, bro. I really don't think he's good at all. And the fact that the Falcons would take him at number 3 overall, I just laugh at the notion that somebody would condone something like that. All right. I think we're all on board with Dalton Kincaid. I got one more of my guy, man, and this one's going to be obvious, Kraft, man. And when we was on the phone, you said you left this one for me, and I appreciate you doing me like that because this will be the last time I sit here and brag on his ass. Pittsburgh Steelers going to be starting running back Caleb Johnson. And his ADP is at 76, RB 29. And one thing that I really like about him is his value because everybody wants to talk about Travion Henderson and everybody's talking about Amarion Hampton. And I don't blame them because they're good as fuck. But Caleb Johnson is going to be good too with Pittsburgh. And Najee Harris is gone from the building. Jaylen Warren's there. I like Jaylen Warren. Like, hey, that dude helped me win a championship 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But let's just be real about what Jaylen Warren is. Like, this dude is not somebody who's coming in there 3 down backs. Like, it ain't nothing like that. He might take some passing work. Aaron Rodgers might like him in there to help pass protect and stuff like that. I get it. I understand all those arguments. But this dude, Caleb Johnson, listen, Najee Harris. I'm going to read y'all some Najee Harris numbers. And I think when I do these podcasts, I want to say Ian and Craftman say you want the starting running back for specific teams. And I think Pittsburgh Steelers is one of those teams that they like to say, like, you want the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This dude, Najee Harris, last year, or in his finishes, RB4, which I ain't going to count that one because Big Ben was just dumping it down to him like that, like crazy. But RB14, RB20, and RB20, these were his rushing attempts, not even just the passing attempts. This was Najee Harris' rushing attempts. 307, 272, 255, 263, and then these were his yards per carry. 3.91, 3.82,
Right.
4.06, and 3.97.
Yep.
I think Caleb Johnson is better than Najee Harris. I'm just being honest. I just think he's better at football. Go ahead, Brad.
No, I mean, I definitely agree that there's that. But, I mean, like you said, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're going to run if you got that defense, that iron curtain like they got, you're going to run the ball exorbitantly, like all the time. And whoever's behind that is your main back. They like to use one back a lot, when they get rolling, and then use, Jaylen Warren just like for your last down or whatever. But I think he'll be just fine. He'll be like at Najee numbers last year, and that's still good. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you were picking Najee Harris in your drafts, and he was finishing no worse than an RB2 in your leagues. You know what I'm saying? Right. And this is a guy with day 2 draft capital, which is good for running backs. He went in round 3, and he's like a no nonsense running back. Like, every time I watch him play, it's one cut and go. And I know a lot of people don't like that shit, but I'm just saying I like it. And for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I really like it. And one thing that I will say about this, Aaron Rodgers, he's coming into town. So in theory, their offense is going to be a little bit better. We'll see how it goes. Their offense is going to be better than what they've had in the past with what Najee was dealing with. So maybe we're going to have more scoring opportunities with Aaron Rodgers, even though he's older and stuff like that. And I just think, Pittsburgh Steelers, they play winning football. They, for some reason, their goal is to be over 500. I know Mike Tomlin's going to work for that shit. And I just think Caleb Johnson's going to benefit from that. And the reason why I've liked him in Dynasty. I liked him everywhere we have gone. And it's because Caleb Johnson's price is always right for me. And rookie drafts and super flex startups and what do we talk about? Redraft and all of it. Caleb Johnson's price is just right for me. everybody's talking about these other rookie running backs, which they should be, because I think this rookie class and running back wise is about to go off. And I think Caleb Johnson is going to be part of that. I mean, Arthur Smith's in the building. He likes to run the ball too. I know Aaron Rodgers it's going to be Aaron Rodgers' offense. Let's just be honest. But I just think Caleb Johnson is going to be part of that. And I think it's to the moon for Caleb Johnson.
The Steelers like that run. Like you said, I've never seen a Steelers team that doesn't run the ball. So, I mean, I think it's I think it's a great pick. I've even been taking them. Matt, you know how crazy I am about running backs. I'll get 4 running backs, one wide receiver, and then I'll come back and get Caleb Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, damn, I'm with you though.
Like for insurance for McCaffrey or something, you know, it's like I'll take this guy in case this guy doesn't play.
Well, when you draft a Steelers running back, like at RB29, like you said, Najee finished at RB20 last year, and Najee was just terrible.
Right.
So where can you get a running back that late that could possibly finish in like the top 12?
Right.
Not calling for it, but it could happen if he's that good. And the Steelers offense they don't even have to be great. They could just be a middle of the pack offense. Caleb Johnson could finish in the top 12, and we'll be talking about him next year getting drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Right.
I mean, Le'Veon Bell was like a top 5 pick at one point in time. I mean,
oh yeah, exactly.
Najee finished number 4 one year. Yeah,
and he's sneaky, like you said. He didn't even look that good. He just gets so much work. It's like 3 yards.
You're talking about Najee, yeah.
Najee, yeah, 3 yards, another 3 yards. So like just points are just adding up. Like, man, am I going to win? Is he going to get 12 points by the end of this game?
Yeah. And the way their offense is set up, they've already they got 3 tight ends that are useful. They got Jonnu, they got Freiermuth, they got Darnell Washington, who's an incredible like run blocker.
Right.
It's kind of showing you what kind of scheme they're going to be running. They're going to be running a lot of 12 personnel with 2 tight ends on the field, which is a running back's dream.
Right.
You know, more players on the line of scrimmage, you know, play action.
Yeah.
It's going to be good for Caleb Johnson as long as he's good. That's the only question. He has to be good.
You know what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm saying like one thing getting into this, I think that this team could make Aaron Rodgers have a resurgence for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Like another year or two. If it goes well, if he can, I mean, because this team, I think with the Steelers, I think they could be. Everybody's got to go through the Jets, you know, for a couple of years to get better. You know, like Brett Favre, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, so I'm like following this pattern. Like, come on, is he going to really be good with the Steelers? I mean, I think he could. He's got the defense, got the running game.
Yeah.
You know, he's in a lot better offensive line, better situation. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with it. So this is my guy right here, man. My last one for the night. All right, go ahead, Crab, man.
All right, I'll leave it at this. Yeah, I'll leave it at this. If there's a team that's more banged up than the 49ers, please point it out to me because I can't think of a team that is more hurt than the 49ers. So Debo left. You got Juwan Jennings, who's dealing with a contract injury. All their running backs are hurt. You got George Kittle and McCaffrey as the main 2 weapons on the team. But the number 1 wide receiver right here, in my opinion, is going to be Ricky Pearsall. Brandon Ayuk's going to be out for a little while. And I just have a feeling that this first-round wide receiver from last year who got shot is going to come in and play a huge role with the 49ers. So I just want to mention the wide receivers going last year in where he's getting drafted. At wide receivers 40 to 50, you got guys like, this is last year, Ladd McConkey, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Brian Thomas Jr., Jamison Williams, and Cortland Sutton. All them guys win in the same range that Pearsall's going. And this year, you got a whole bunch of names that look very appetizing. This is where I like to draft wide receivers. This year, you got Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Ricky Pearsall, Egbuka, and Jaden Higgins.
Yeah.
That was a crazy good hit rate from last year when you get 5 receivers that ended up being like top 24 wide receivers getting drafted in the 40s to 50s. And I just feel like in your drafts, these are the shots that you need to take at wide receiver. Like you can get a solid guy like a Calvin Ridley or a Jacoby Myers, and then you can pair him with a guy like Ricky Pearsall or Jaden Reed or Matthew Golden. And I mean, it just seems to me that this offense with Brock Purdy over there, he's getting drafted as like QB 13 this year.
Right.
He's pretty high.
Yeah.
And there's just not a lot of pass catchers on the team. First round receiver, the last 2 weeks last year had 10 targets, 8 targets, scored 24 points, 15 points. I don't know about y'all, but if I get shot, it's gonna affect the start of the season, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to play for a while. So if Ricky Pearsall got drafted this year in the first round to the 49ers, he would not be going in the 40s at wide receiver. There's no way he's going that late.
Yeah.
I like to say that, but you got a guy like Igbuka going that late. But
Right.
you got to take chances on these receivers in an offense that's got the easiest schedule in the NFL and got a good quarterback and a great head coach that is an offensive-minded head coach. Like it's either him or Juwan Jennings, and Juwan Jennings has been in the league for like 7 years now, and he had some massive games last year. But I'll side with Pearsall for being the number 1 receiver for the Niners.
Right. Yeah, where you can get him at, I mean, that's a great area, like you said. And if you really do want to, like if you're playing for, these are the kind of moves that you make like early that win you championships. Like like you pick these guys that like way down the line that you just happen to hit on, and it's like, oh, now I'm throwing him into my lineup every week. Oh, now he's the best thing in my lineup.
Yeah.
We
got to start moving these rookie receivers up a little bit in redraft. I'm not trying to get all dynasty. I know Matt was gone when I was talking about it, but Matt, did you hear the receivers that went in this range last year? You had McConkey, JSN, BTJ, Jameson, and Cortland Sutton last year.
Yeah. Hey, the thing is about
all in the 7th round last year. All in the 7th round. That's just wild to me.
The thing is about these rookie wide receivers is, and just the way football is these dudes are coming in ready to play football. Like I've kind of gotten off the oh, he's a rookie. They're gonna, maybe they'll move him in slowly in some. But when you're talking about football and a regular season, fake football, and you're trying to win, like, hey man, these rookies are about to get involved. And Crabman, I'm sure you brought it up or you were going to bring it up, but Ricky Pearsall, he's got that first round draft capital, and this team is banged up already. So it's like he's going to be ready to roll. Juwan Jennings dealing with. I mean, he's another guy that I would like. Like I just would like somebody working with Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It feels like Ricky Pearsall is going to be that guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm with it. I mean, yeah, one thing you said, Crabman, I like to crack a joke, but somebody was saying Ricky Pearsall injury prone, and I was like, yeah, he got shot in the chest, motherfucker. Like, you gonna be injury prone. Like, if you get shot, you're gonna be injury prone. I know he's dealing with something, like he was dealing with something earlier in camp, but it's like, are we really gonna judge that guy being injury prone when he got shot? Like,
he just brushed it off.
Man.
He's like, oh, that wasn't shit. I got shot in the chest.
Hey, that's just. I mean, if somebody got dog in them, it's got to be Ricky Pearsall,
right? No shit.
All right, Brad. We on to the last one. I'll go ahead and click his name because you're a freaking traitor, and you want to go to the most hated team. But tell us about your guy. Go ahead.
My guy. Yeah, we named this before. I apologize to all Packers fans out there. I just think DJ Moore is going to play like more of an Amon-Ra role, I think. Like this year, like they're going to try to get him open because he gets the most yards after catch than a lot of receivers do.
You're right.
So I was guessing, so I'm glad you told me. No, I'm just kidding. But like, He's got to play the Packers twice too. Where's our
Melton.
cornerback? We ain't got no damn cornerbacks.
No, we don't. But DJ Moore, like I brought it up in a previous episode, he was wide receiver 16 last year.
Yep.
Wide receiver 16 with Caleb Williams, and that offense was absolutely terrible. They were dead last in passing yards per game at like 180 passing yards per game. Name me a receiver that can finish in the top, close to the top 15, where their offense is not even throwing for 200 yards a game. I mean,
Right.
The list is going to be very short.
Right.
I like DJ Moore. If Noah was on this podcast, he would absolutely destroy this pick. But to leave somebody else, kind of like Noah, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead and destroy this selection.
Yeah.
I know you hate him.
I'm really not gonna destroy it too much because I'm gonna do that next episode. When we talk about DJ Moore a little bit. But this is my thing about DJ Moore is I just think that, how do I say it? Let's see. They drafted Luther Burden, and they have Rome Odunze on the outside. And Luther Burden's got round 2 draft capital, and we got a new regime. And I just think this is the direction they're going to go. Like, DJ Moore is a good player. I've tooted this horn in the past, but I just think they're going a different direction than DJ Moore. And I'll say a whole lot more next episode and just really hate on him. But I don't know. Like, out of all, but when it comes to redraft too, he is the most expensive. I can't remember where Swift is. Maybe Swift is, but as of wide receivers, like, he's the most expensive Chicago Bear. And I feel like I would definitely take Rome Odunze. I would clearly take Rome Odunze. Talents-wise, it's not even close. Rome Odunze way better than DJ Moore.
I don't think
Luther Burden. I think Luther Burden probably way better than DJ Moore. Like, DJ Moore's had his. But I'm just saying, like, what has DJ Moore done? Like, even in his best year with Justin Fields, it was really one game. Let's just be honest. It was one game. And now we got Caleb Williams. You know, who knows what it's going to be like. And there's a ton of weapons to go around. We're talking 2 tight ends, a running back. We got 3 wide receivers if you count DJ Moore. Like, is he really going to pay off at his ADP? I don't know.
I think he will. I think he's going to be a stud this year. You can get him like top of the 4th round. He's going around guys like DK Metcalf, which I think is. You can kind of argue that.
Yeah, you're lucky you get him.
I know you want DK Metcalf. I know you want DK Metcalf over DJ Moore. You the highest on him out of all of us.
That would just be biased pick in that opinion. Like, I think DJ Moore can finish ahead of DK Metcalf, but I would take the chance on Metcalf because I hate the Bears and I just don't want to do it.
I don't want to see him win anything ever.
And the thing is, with the Bears, we've been fading them for so long, and it's worked out in fantasy that why change it? It's not just a bias thing of we're Packers fans. It's just like, okay, you want to put – I mentioned it all the time last year. How the hell are you going to put 3 receivers in the top 36 with Caleb Williams?
Right.
And and hardly any of them finish that high. But for this year,
Matthew Golden.
If the Ben Johnson experiment – yeah, if Ben Johnson works out with the Bears and they go to middle of the pack instead of dead last in passing, DJ Moore is going to be the main beneficiary because I truly believe he's the best receiver on the team right now.
Yeah.
And Rome Odunze is going to be the Jameson Williams of this offense.
Nice.
So, fuck you,
yeah,
Matt.
well, and then
who's winning the fight?
One thing
Who's winning the fight?
And listen, I like Jared Goff, but I feel like, if Jared Goff was the quarterback of this team, like, I feel like it would benefit those slot guys. I mean, I feel like Caleb Williams is going to toss it down long. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Caleb Williams is great or anything, but he's going to throw it. I feel like, you know what I mean? But
this is not a Caleb Williams podcast.
Look, I learned a long time ago not to start believing in Bears quarterbacks. It's like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, going over it every year. It's like, oh, this one's going to be good. This one's going to be good. It's just, I haven't found one yet. So we got, if this happens, it happens. But I don't know.
This is the year. This is the last year that you can, if anybody does believe in the Bears quarterback, this has to be the
one,
like the last string. I mean, you got a generational talent with quotations around generational, and you got Ben Johnson, the best offensive coordinator last year, coming in, the best offensive mind in all of football last year. You got weapons galore. You're doing the Falcons thing. You're spending first round picks on wide receivers at Roma Dunze and Colson Loveland.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen this year, it's not going to happen. So,
right.
But I think DJ Moore could happen without everything else happening.
I do too. I see a lot of scenarios where they're chasing scores. You know,
they got a good defense.
Yeah, they do.
I can give them that.
Yep.
All right, Matt.
do.
All right, well, what's up?
No, I was just saying, what you got, man? We good? We name all these. All these players.
Yep. In fact, we'll just go ahead and just review it. My guys for this year were mine were heck, I done lost my train of thought. I got fights on in the background.
Who won the fights?
Man, honestly, we about to find out. That's all I know, big dog. What you call it? My guys were Drake London, Trey McBride, and Caleb Johnson. Craftman, what were yours?
Yeah, the best of all of ours. That's all we got to say. JJ McCarthy, Travion Henderson, and Ricky Pearsall. And Brad, who'd you have there as your three?
I got Dalton Kincaid, DJ Moore, and Matthew Golden, the Golden Child.
Golden Corral.
Yes, sir.
Golden Corral.
So that's 9 guys.
He's got to eat.
Got to eat, baby. Hey, 9 guys that we cannot leave without in our drafts with, however I want to say it. Had a few beers tonight. 9 guys that we want in our drafts. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube. You can actually see the names posted up, but I know a lot of y'all like audio or whatnot, so maybe I'll put them down there in the bottom. But really, thank y'all for listening to the podcast. I know some of y'all listen to every episode, and I really appreciate y'all. Me and Craftman, that's one thing. Whenever we do these episodes, we just like to thank everybody for listening and your support, and thanks for helping us grow. Don't be a hoe. Share the motherfucking show. Like, subscribe, help us out. Craftman, go ahead, man. Anything you want to add?
I think you covered it all. If you listen to this episode, I just don't find a way that you could disagree with any of these picks. They're just so perfect all the time. Yeah. Like Brad down there had Matthew Golden. Everything we say is golden. So, we'll leave it at that. But hit the like button, subscribe if you want to. Brad, great to have you on, man. You got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, man.
No,
man.
I put you on the spot, didn't I?
You did. I'm like, you have to look like something like, am I supposed to be? No, man. What you mean?
Yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. I just thought you had something going on in the bald head over there, like you were thinking about what you might say to.
No, I didn't want to get up and be rude because I had to go to the fridge to get another beer. So.
Oh man, do it, bro! I got up and do it too, man. Right. Hey, listen, Brad, for real. Thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for doing another episode with us. Go grab you another beer because I'm going one more episode at least tonight. Right. So whichever one of y'all want to hop on with me. But everybody, thank y'all for listening to the podcast. With that said, we are out.
Peace.